Welcome to Olympian Water Testing, giving you the best in water analysis. Today we're looking at the Palin Test water analysis technologies, and we're asking the question, why is it important to monitor cadmium in drinking water? You might not even be thinking of cadmium in drinking water. You might think of other adverse heavy metals such as arsenic or lead. But cadmium is one to look out for. So first, where is cadmium found? How does it get in our water? And what are the effects on humans? So cadmium is a heavy metal that is found in the Earth's crust, and it's combined with other substances such as cadmium oxide, cadmium sulfate, and sulfide, and also chlorine as well. And it's extracted as a byproduct during the production of metals such as zinc, lead, and copper. It's also used in many consumer products, including batteries, jewelry, and metal coatings, and also found in foods using some shellfish, leafy vegetables, nuts, and kidney meats. And also, it comes from cigarette smoke. Smokers are exposed to significantly higher levels of cadmium. Approximately 40 to 60% of cadmium inhaled for cigarette smoke is able to pass through the lungs and into the body. People who work in high-risk occupations may face an increased risk of being exposed to cadmium, and this includes individuals who work in soldering, welding, battery, plastics, and textile manufacturing. So how does it actually get into your water? So drinking water materials used in both distribution and household plumbing can result in cadmium contamination, and it can leach into the water through galvanized water pipes. And generally galvanized pipes are steel pipes that have been dipped in a protective coating to protect against corrosion and rust. That being said, when they start to corrode, you start to see particles of whatever is going on. And levels of cadmium in the water may be higher in areas supplied with soft water of a low pH, because this can be more corrosive in plumbing systems containing cadmium itself. Also, cadmium can be present in drinking water due to its use in multiple industrial processes, which led to cadmium waste contaminating your water supplies and cadmium dust in the air settling into water sources. So, if it gets into the water, what happens? The health effects associated with cadmium exposure depend on how the exposure has occurred, how much cadmiums enter the body, how long someone has been exposed to it, and how their body reacts. Now, cadmium exposure can occur through ingestion. You can swallow food that contains cadmium, or water, and inhalation, breathing. Also, short-term exposure to high cadmium can cause coughing, chest pain, vomiting, and diarrhea, whereas long-term exposure can cause lung damage, kidney disease, and convulsions. Exposure to low levels of cadmium for a long time can cause fragile bones to break easily. Also, what is the safe level of cadmium in drinking water, and how do you test for it? So the World Health Organization set a consent level for cadmium at water at 0.003 mgl, and the EPA, DWI, the FDA, state a maximum consent limit of 0.005. That being said, it's always a good idea to periodically test your water for cadmium, because as you know, it can cause a lot of problems in the kidneys, it can cause problems with the lungs, and we're exposed to it in so many different aspects of our environment. But the problem is it gets into our water because of galvanized pipes. And galvanized pipes is something you may not even be considering or have thought of. That's why if you suspect you have galvanized pipes, steel pipes that have been dipped in a protective coating, or you start to see that you have old pipes and something's going on, then it's always a good idea to periodically test your water for elevated levels of cadmium.